All right. Okay, guys. I want to give you some straight talk this morning. There's something that people learn when they get to be in the position of being in the middle of people. And Shark Tank, I say Shark Tank just to kind of create some buzz and curiosity because, that's me. It's fun. And what does Shark Tank do? Shark Tank buys people's inventions every day, right? They buy people's ideas and they buy people's dreams and they buy their success. Well, it takes a certain type of person to get there. When I watch Shark Tank and I see those people standing there, I look back at what all they've gone through to get there. Well, this weekend, I'm wrapping up a 6-week course that I have been teaching with 50 people. And this 50 people, probably 30 of them, I didn't know before this 6 weeks. I mean, I may have known their name, but I didn't know who they were or what they did. And so I want you to imagine me in the center and then 50 people all around me. And these 50 people that I started my 6-week course with, I interviewed several of them in the beginning. I interviewed them and I asked them a series of questions. And the reason why I asked them a series of questions is because I wanted to know how their mindset was, the way they thought and they believed about themselves, and the ability for themselves to be able to do something of what it is that their dream was, right? Because when I work with somebody, I'm teaching them how to overcome their obstacles, which 99% of the time is up here, 100% in their mindset. They don't believe, they don't have self-esteem, they don't have the courage in themselves and the belief in themselves of the way that they see themselves. The way that they view themselves is not what reality is. The way that they view themselves is the way that they are, and that just is what they are. So when I'm interviewing, happy birthday, Leah, when I'm interviewing somebody and they tell me, when I ask them, tell me what your biggest obstacles are with what it is that you're trying to achieve. Tell me why you haven't been able to achieve it yet. And I listen, and it's either excuses or it's false information of what they believe in themselves. When somebody says, I can't, or they blame it on something else, or they make an excuse, it comes from this space of a loser, not a winner. And so, and I'm not calling people losers, it's mindset. It's just loser mindset. So I just am wrapping up this 6-week course with these 50 people. So it gives me the ability to look back and see who came where and why they made it and why they don't. So lots of people are having incredible success. And so here you have 50 people. They all started the same course at the same time. They all had the same tools and they all had the same knowledge and they're on the same path. But why is it that some people have success and some people don't? And it's 100%. 100% of the time, not 99.9, 100% of the time, it's their belief system and what they believe they can do, or what they believe the way the situation is, or what they believe is the reason why. They sell themselves. You sell yourself the excuses, and you sell yourself your success, or you sell yourself your reason to quit. And like the other day, my dad was looking for his keys. He lost his keys, which happens often. And I joked with him and I says, Dad, isn't it funny how it was in the last place that you looked? And he looked at me and he says, yeah, it was. And like he was serious and I was joking. And he's like, it just baffles me. That always happens to me, he said. It always happens to me. I will look and look and look and it's never in the first place I look. And the man was 100% serious. And I had to have this talk with him and I says, Dad, do you believe that? And he's like, it happens to me all the time. And I said, Dad, sit down. Your daughter wants to have a little talk with you. And so I'm not going to give you the long version, but I'll give you the short version. I says, Dad, do you realize that if it was in the first place that you looked, you would have stopped looking because you would have had no need to look any further. So therefore, the first place that you looked would have been the last place you looked. Did that make sense to you? And he's like, Yeah, I never thought about it like that. And it just made me realize it's so funny how people's mindset creates their reality. This whole time, he thought he was the straw of bad luck to things always being in the last place that he looked. When in reality, everything's in the last place you look, right? And so it's just the way he was selling his mindset. And so another thing, when I'm interviewing people to take them on, I will tell people straight up, I said, listen, the first thing we need to work on with you is your mindset. I have this other client, I didn't know her previously. She knew of me, I didn't know her. And so when she's talking to me, she's got this great energy and she's very positive, but very toxically positive. And so she's happily saying all the reasons why she's never succeeded. She's happily telling me why she's a failure. She's happily telling me why her life is always filled with things that never fall her way. She's very happily okay. Well, what it is she's sold herself this, and this is her life. And she's owned it and she's created it because she buys it. And so my first talk with her was about her mindset and how if she's going to continue to use this mindset, I can't help her because her mindset is not going to allow her to become a winner because she's coming from a positive loser mindset. And I don't mean loser. I mean, if you're talking about a champion is somebody who overcomes everything. The champion has the mindset that they're going to get it no matter what. The champion is the one who it's a champion mindset that ends up standing in front of Shark Tank. You don't get in front of Shark Tank with a loser's mindset. And it's a quitter's mindset. It's the winner's mindset of selling yourself an excuse of why something can't be the way it is, so you just quit. So like it's always in the last place that you look, right? So I want you to stop and think about something. Everything in life that is achievable, I don't care what it is. You got kids every day that go to college with the dream to become a professional athlete. You got people going to college every day because they want to be a doctor. You got people going out every day because they want to be something, right? And if it's already proven that it can be done with someone just like you, and that means a human being with a brain and a desire and the ability to wake up every day and no other skills needed, the only reason why you don't make it like the champions do in no matter what it is that you do is because, oh, hi Lami, is because you gave up, you quit, you stopped, and you made an excuse that you bought. Your subconscious mind will deliver the excuse to your conscious mind, which makes the reality. For example, this morning, I was going to go to the gym so I could have a track record of going to the gym every day this week, and that was a personal thing to me. Well, I happened to have gotten a call this morning from a client that wanted to get started in business, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get them started real quick. And my gym time shrunk, and I had 15 minutes left to fulfill my commitment to myself. So what did I do? I was already in my gym clothes because I got up in the morning and I got dressed. I ran outside and I did my stairs 10 times and at the top, 8 times, not 10. I tried 8. I said 10. But on number 8, I couldn't even walk down again and I had to take the elevator. But I did 8 times with push-ups and squats at the top of every time. Couldn't breathe. Did it in, 10, 13 minutes. Came back in. Fulfilled my commitment to myself. Now, I could have gave myself an excuse, right? I could have gave myself an out. I didn't have anybody to answer to or anybody to say, but I didn't. And you know why I didn't? Because I wanted to give you guys this message this morning, and I can't give you the message if I don't own what it is that I do, right? And so here we are today, 6 weeks into my first training course coming to completion, and I have about, I would say, 20 people that are in my company that I work with that are also in this course that I've never met before, that I don't know anything about. And some of these people have been in our company for 10 years, 12 years, 8 years, 9 years, and which is amazing credibility for a company that people would be in this company for that long. But anyway, that's another story. And these people in 6 weeks have had more success than they've ever had in all their entire time of years rolled up into one. And the only reason why is because I was a therapist to their excuses. It wasn't anything else. Every day I took their excuses and I made them own them. I made them accept them, own them, take ownership to them, put on the jacket of the excuse, zip it up, and walk out into the street with their excuse on, or to own it and eliminate it, face it, and overcome it, right? And overcome it. And it's 100% of what it takes in every single thing that you wake up every day and go do. So here's another one. When you say, like when someone says you're beautiful and you say, oh gosh, don't do that. Say thank you. When somebody says, oh my gosh, I love your outfit, or I love your bag, don't say, oh, this old thing, or oh, I got this for. Say, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And give somebody a positive compliment. Get caught talking positively about somebody. Find a reason to say to somebody, look at how pretty her fill in the blank is. Look at how pretty. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, look at there, say, oh my gosh, look at there. And start saying positivity about people. Get caught spreading positive rumors about people, and start that ripple effect. When you get up in the morning, look in the mirror and find 10 reasons to say why you are beautiful, not 10 reasons to say why you're not. I want you to think about a pink elephant right now. Pink elephant, pink elephant, pink elephant, pink elephant, pink elephant. What are you thinking about? You're thinking about a pink elephant, right? Pink elephant, pink elephant. Even a story is coming to your mind about a pink elephant. Why are you thinking about a pink elephant? Because I'm talking to you about a pink elephant. Do you know that you only have time to think about one thing at a time? Pink elephant. You're thinking about a pink elephant. So whatever you're talking about is what you're breathing life into. Breathe life into. I am beautiful. I have beautiful hair. I have beautiful teeth. I have beautiful eyes. Don't sit there and go, oh my gosh, my gray hair is showing and I need to get my hair done. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many wrinkles. This age is really catching up to me. Oh my gosh, I need to look at my fingernails. Good Lord, I've got to go get my nails done. Oh my gosh, my wrinkles are Don't do that. Look at the beautiful things that you have about you and posture yourself. One thing I'm working on with my daughter right now is, baby, stand up tall. Put your shoulders back. Because she's so tall, she towers over all of her friends. She tries to bring herself down to their level to meet with them. And it's causing her to bow down. And I'm working with her on, baby, stand up tall. You guys, I want you to know, oh my gosh, Woodson, it's such an honor to see you on here right now. Woodson Gardner, you're one of my biggest heroes and fans who I have learned this very topic from. You are one of the people that have taught this topic that I have learned it from. And so you guys, I will take two friends, someone who weighs 130 pounds and somebody who weighs 220 pounds that might be 6 inches taller than the other one, and walk those two people through a room, and the thinner one, that is the one that you would think that has the better whatever, is walking with lack of self-confidence and shoulders down. The bigger one is walking standing tall and proud with posture. The bigger one is going to look more beautiful than the littler one. I see it happen all the time. I see beautiful people all the time. When somebody takes a picture of them, the first thing they want to see is the picture, and they'll tell you to don't post that picture, my nose looks big. Oh my God, don't post that picture, my eye looks terrible. Don't post that picture. And you know what I say to these people? I say, I wish for a moment that you could see through my eyes what I think you look like. Because if you could see through my eyes what I think you look like, everything would be different in your world. And then the last thing I want to leave you guys with is a marriage tip that I give couples counseling, and I do this a lot with couples. If you're getting in a new relationship, or if you want to hit the reset button on your relationship, this is a little exercise that you could do. I want you to sit down privately with a piece of paper, two of you, two separate pads of paper, and I want you to make a list of everything that you do not like about that person, everything that bothers you, everything that annoys you, and make a list. I want you to make another list of everything that you, make that list of everything you don't like, okay? Everything. Sit down, really put some thought into it, the things that annoy you about that person. And then I want you to do it with another list, but the complete opposite. I want you to write the opposite of what all those things are on that list. Everything that you don't like about that person. Flip it to the opposite and make a list of everything that you like about that person. Put everything down that they do that you like. everything, every little thing that they do, I want you to write that thing down. And then I want you to get another list, and I want you to write down everything that you promise you're never going to do with or to that person. Everything you're never going to do and never going to say. Every word that you're not going to allow to come out of your mouth. Every phrase that you're not going to ever say to that person. Every statement, everything. And I want you to write it down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to make a decision of who you're going to live with and who and how you're going to treat that person. And I want you to take that negative side and all those negative things, and I want you to cross a marker through it. I want you to cut it up. I want you to crumble it up, and I want you to burn it. And I want you to promise yourself that you're never going to even visit that side of your brain for that person. And I want you to take the other piece of paper and I want you to hang it up in your bathroom on the mirror, and I want you to stare at that every day. And what will happen is you will manifest that relationship in that person. And I'm going to close with one story. Last year was our 2 years ago. Anyway, last year was our 17-year, oh my gosh, I'm fixing to get myself in some trouble, 17-year wedding anniversary. And I was really stumped on what I was going to do for Jim for our anniversary because he's so good at anniversary things. And so something set in my brain to go pull up our wedding song because I had never heard it. Our wedding song was something Jim always wanted to do for us. He always said, when we get married, can I pick the wedding song? And I said, sure, no problem. So he always had the wedding song picked. And I never really listened to it because I'm not a music person and I didn't know the song or the band or anything like that. And so for those of you that know music, it's Depeche Mode, Somebody. And so I pulled up the words to the song because something told me to. I have no idea why. And I read the words to the song and I sat there with chills. I get chills right now. Can you see the chills? I get chills because the words to that song, if you go read it, are our life today. And it hit me like a brick that Jim had manifested his marriage. He had manifested his marriage through the words of a song. He had always, from when that song came out, he always said that's the marriage he wanted and that was going to be his wedding song. Well, over all the years, because he had committed to that and those words of that song are what he wanted in a relationship, he had created it. And it wasn't because he manifested me into his life. It wasn't. It wasn't because he sought me out and found me. It wasn't. It was because he was that person. He was that person. And that person is what I became. You guys, I want you to think about the way to change is not by changing somebody else. It's by changing yourself. And the way that you change yourself is by the way that you think about yourself and the way that you believe in the things that you can do and the way that you believe of who you are. So remove the word I can't and start listening to yourself making excuses about why you are the way you are, and start focusing on why you are the way you are. Start focusing on your qualities and stop focusing on your negatives. Start focusing on the qualities of who you are and what you have, and they will grow to be more. Start speaking. You can only take on what you speak and think about at one time, and you have 24 hours to stop, think, and speak. 24 hours. So how many of those 24 hours are you stopping speaking and thinking negatively or down about life or down about other people or down about situations? You've got to flip the hours and the time that you're going over here and change it, and start telling your wife or your husband all the things that you love about them and the qualities about them instead of what you want to change about them. Start telling your children all the qualities that you have about them and all the things that you love about them and all the reasons why they are who they are in your life. Start doing that and watch what will change about the results that you're getting in the vibration of energy, the law that comes back to you. Anyway, there's some Darla rambling straight talk. I love that you guys are all here. I hope that inspired you today. If it did, please let me know. That means a lot to me because this is my oxygen. I cannot bottle it. I cannot sell it. So I might as well give it away to the world. This is what has made me who I am. Thank you, everyone. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.